Okay, so I chose to make this video about an experience of mine that maybe some of you guys can relate to. Back when I was in middle school, there wasn't like a big line of people wanting to be my friend or anything, but you know, I at least did have one friend. And there's also just one other thing you guys need to know is that I was the biggest Power Rangers fan, and I can honestly sing out every single season's theme song if I wanted to. If you guys ever see me out in the public and you're like, hey Zeo, I'll give you this nickel if you sing the Power Rangers theme song, I'll just politely slap you in the face and tell you that's degrading. What do I look like, a homeless iguana? Come on, a nickel? More like 2 nickels. Anyways, so one day I was working with the other kid who the teacher assigned me with, and when we were finished with our work, I asked him, so, do you watch the Power Rangers? I was whispering it to him as if I was giving him the secret to the Krabby Patty formula, and Plankton was in the back of that classroom giving us that evil eye. So this kid says, yeah, I watched the Rangers of Power, like that's my show. Really? Do you have a collection of all the Power Ranger action figures from 1992 to 2005? Yeah, we should bring them to class tomorrow and, you know, compare and stuff. So I made sure I brought my little Power Ranger action figurines to school the next day, but surprisingly, the other kid somehow forgot to bring his. So when he asked to see mine, I pulled it out of my backpack like it was no biggie, but then I look up and see everyone had already started laughing. I felt backstabbed, okay? I had to tell myself, come on man, don't let those tears come out. You know, big girls don't cry. And then the big kid in the classroom, who seriously looks like he drives his car to our 7th grade classroom, I guess he wanted to use that moment to shine, so he asked me if I wanted to fight him, and you know what, I was tired of looking like an easy target all the time, so I said, yeah, I'll fight you, and you know what, I'll fight your friend too. The both of you, after school by the bike racks. 3:15. Now let me just say this, I was the type of kid to choose to do a presentation on the injusticeness of walrus treatment in the 17th century. Now, honestly, what kind of kid do you know who does a report like that knows how to fight? Dude, can you believe that we have to fight these guys after school today? I'm terribly sorry, so have we met before? But back to this fight thing. I've watched every season of Dragon Ball Z. Countless episodes of the Power Rangers, and endless World Star hip-hop fights, and even all of that couldn't prepare me for that ass whooping I'd have to go through later that day. But then the bell rang to go home, and I showed up to that fight like a man. So, are you ready to get this over with? Yeah, I'll kick your butt so badly that you'll be regretting the day you ever—
Fatality.
Yeah, right guys, the only thing I showed up to that day was the back seat of that bus, hoping to God nobody saw me board on. And if they did see me board on, then my gangsta card would have been revoked. Well, I don't have a gangsta card, but maybe my library card would have been revoked. So the next day when I was asked where I went, I simply told the bullies that I showed up to the bike racks on the other side of the school and waited for them for like 30 minutes. Everyone totally bought it. Except the teacher, because that guy still thinks I'm a little to this day. You know, there's a quote I go by in life. He who gets into a fight and runs away lives to see another day. It's a good quote to live by.